What's up guys, and welcome to the commentary of this video. Now the footage you're watching on screen at the moment is from a push day that I did on Sunday. So I trained my chest, triceps, shoulders, and I think I did a little bit of abs on this as well. If you want to follow along and you want to try the workout that I did here, because I wasn't able to show everything because the gym got really busy and I got strict for time, so I couldn't continuously set up the camera. So the workout's on screen now, so if you want to take a screenshot or take a print screen and do the workout yourself, by all means do it. It was actually incredible. It was a crazy session. I rarely ever train on my own anymore. So anyway, so just before we touch onto the topic of what I want to talk about in this commentary, I'll just run you through what I was doing and why I was doing it. Now, I've switched from doing a barbell bench press at the beginning of my push days, and I've switched to a dumbbell sort of at an incline, a slight incline. Now, this is because I have an imbalance between my left and right pec. My left is a little bit bigger than my right, and that's through years of just continuously doing a barbell bench press. So obviously, my left side has contemplated a lot more than my right, which has resulted in an overdevelopment of my left pectoral muscle. So I've switched to a dumbbell bench press at the beginning of my workouts, just so it's a unilateral movement. So each pectoral muscle is getting an individual load equal to one another. So this is going to help sort out my imbalance and sort of re-correct what I've mistaken over the past few years. But anyway, so I started off this workout with 3 sets of this slight incline barbell bench press with 32 kilos. Now, this is the thing I want to quickly touch on as well, progressive overload. Last week, I was doing 30 kilos, and I did 30 kilos for all 3 sets for 8 reps, so I moved on to 32 kilos this week, and I don't know what happened this morning, but I just felt so strong, and I managed to get out a full 3 sets of 32 kilos for 8 reps. Now, one thing I have noticed for this exercise opposed to the barbell bench press is that you have a lot more margin for error in terms of flaring your elbows out. So that's one thing I have to correct. Now, from that, I went straight on to the exact same movement, but I took the weight down to 20 kilos and I did 3 sets of 10 reps of paused reps. So as you can see at the bottom, I'm holding it for a second and exploding up. This is just going to help increase overall power and just kind of get a good pump to the actual muscle group. Now, all the other exercises you're going to see on screen are what they are. But the main topic that I do want to talk about in this video is never giving up. Now, I am prepping for a show. I'm less than 2 weeks out as we speak now, and the last week of my diet, I've been slacking so bad. And I got into the mentality of just thinking, fuck it, why should I continue? I've already fucked up for like the last 3 or 4 days, and that made me continuously go on. It wasn't until my friend said to me, well, I look the best I've ever looked. Why waste the last 4 months and get back to where I was before when I can just jump back onto it? No matter how bad I failed, if I don't win this show, I don't win this show. But he said, you may as well compete at the best you've ever looked. So when I go on to lean bulking, I'm not starting off at a disadvantage. And at the end of the day, if I don't win this show, I don't win this show. But it's still a win because I came in with my best package, with the best version of me. And yes, am I going to be disappointed in the fact that I've not come in as I wanted? Yes, but that's just a goal for next year. And this is one thing I want to put onto you guys. If you guys are feeling like this, and it's been 2, 3, 4 days, maybe even a few weeks that you've been off the wagon or you've fallen off, and you're just thinking, well, what's the point of getting back on? I may as well just give it up because I've messed up enough anyway. Well, it's better to fail and get back on than it is to fail and quit, because quitting lasts forever and you may as well just jump on. But anyway, so this is going to bring an end to the commentary for this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I hope you enjoy the gym edit that's coming up at the very end. It's my first one, and I'm actually quite proud of it, but I've still got a lot to learn. Anyway, guys, have a good day, have a good week, and I'll see you in the vlog. That was definitely a super quick chest, tricep, and ab session. Literally just finished now. The chest pump that I got off that, absolutely incredible. I love, like, a lot of the exercises that I did, I ended up supersetting because I'm short for time, because I need to do a cardio session, then head to work. But I usually train with a training partner, so whenever I train on my own, it's it's so strange because I end up supersetting everything and taking shorter rest times and all of that shit. But like I said, now we are on our way to work to do shit. Now we're on our way to do our first cardio session and then start work. I'm working 8 till 5 today, so I'm gonna do that. But before that, we need to go pick up a very important piece of kit for today. Piece of kit, it's a monster. We're gonna pick up a monster. There it is, boys, the Quickie Mart. Let's go get ourselves a monster. And here we are at work, ready to do cardio with a monster. And to be fair, while I was in this shop, I thought, do you know what's better than one cold monster? 2 cold monsters. So I ended up buying 2 of them. They were on offer for 89p rather than £1.30. So here's the plan. We're gonna go in, we're gonna go do cardio, then we're gonna open up and crack on with the work day. If I've got nothing to record after this, I'll see you tomorrow, where we'll carry on the vlog. If not, I'll see you later on today. But let's get the day started. And I will probably drink these within the space of like 4 hours. So, and that's us done for the day with normal work. I just finished off my second cardio session. I'm doing 2 sessions at around about 35 minutes each, 350 calories. All I've got to do now for the rest of the day is I'm gonna go home, shower, and then I'm gonna plan the next 2 weeks of podcasts, because if you haven't kept up to date with the channel, I haven't released anything in like 2 weeks, and it's because I've been moving and I haven't had a chance to do anything. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm actually going to plan out my next informative video, which I believe is going to be on the basics of understanding training. So basically what you need to know as a beginner lifter in order to get into the gym. But before we do that, funny story. So this is my car. It's a Corsa. It's a 1.4. I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about cars because I don't. Now, that's a 4-door or a 5-door Corsa in silver. There's a 3-door Corsa in silver. It's the exact same car as mine. The exact same. In terms of aesthetics, the engine size may be a bit differently. Anyway, so I always park here outside work. I always park here because I can keep an eye on it outside the window. It's close to work, I don't have to walk that far. Now, one day I parked over there where that Corsa is, and he parked in one of the spaces here. I'd had barely any sleep, trained in the morning, had no idea that we had switched positions. So as soon as I went over here, I spent like 5 minutes trying to get into what I thought was my car, which it wasn't. I don't see how I didn't understand. This is a 5-door that has 2 doors. You think I would have known I was tired. For like 5 minutes I tried to get into that car rather than this car, and one of the neighbours saw me outside the window and came down and asked me what I was doing, and it would have called the police on me if I didn't actually have my car keys. But anyway, enough of that. Let's head home. I still got that second can of Monster, so we're going to drink that, make something to eat, and then get on with the next bit of my day, the next work, full-time grind. God damn it! This is what happens when you try and copy Max tune. Morning guys, and welcome to day 2 of the vlog. It's currently 6:10 in the morning. I've just finished off making a pre-workout. I'm about to get changed, head to the gym. We've got a back, biceps and abs session today, and we're also doing our first of 2 cardio sessions. What I'm going to do today as well is go food shopping, because I'm completely out of food, and actually show you guys what I'm eating on my last 2 weeks of this prep, this last 2 weeks of this competition prep that I'm doing. So that's what we're going to do after the gym. But as of now, let's hop in to the first gym edit of this channel.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, we trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. Yeah, madness is what you demonstrate, and that's exactly how anger works and operates. Man, you gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Let your soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach and would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love? You got to show me love. You got to show me love. You got to show me love. Where is the love? You got to show me love. You got to show me love. You got to show me love. Where is the love? Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now.
Dance, everybody just clap your hands. Let me see y'all dance.
Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now.
Dance, everybody just clap your hands. Let me see y'all dance.
Got me looking so crazy, your love. Got me looking so crazy, your love. Got me looking so crazy, your love.
So we're back from training, we've just finished our gym session, our cardio, we've gone food shopping, I spent about 38 quid, and literally this is going to do me until about next week. As I said, it's a lot of high volume, a lot of low calorie stuff, so it's a lot of fruit and vegetables, so let's just get straight into it, show you what I eat on a week to week basis. So starting from left to right, instantly you can tell I've got my sugar-free fizzy drinks. These are amazing for satisfying cravings. I've got one normal Coke Cherry and one caffeine-free Coke. I usually have these ones in sort of the morning and afternoons. Then in the evening, if I don't want to be kept up too late, I have my sugar-free ones. I've got a 12 pack of water. Now, this isn't because I don't like drinking tap water, it's because I'm gonna drink all of these and then fill each one of these 12 containers up with this, just so I'm not buying a stupid amount of Monsters every single day. So then I've got some steam bag, I've got 2 packs of steam bag, veg, low carb, low calorie, I think it's 78 calories per one for a good amount of volume. We've got a cucumber, 2 packs of light cheese, I've got some peppers which I'll mix with the cucumber to make a stir fry. I'll also put some of this salad in there as well. I don't track that, or lettuce, sorry. I don't track that because this is absolute fuck all. At the back, I've got some broccoli and some cauliflower. This I'll always cook together, and I'll put some Philly spread with it as well, and mash it up just to make it into like a vegetable mash, but it also turns a bit creamy because of the Philadelphia spread. I've got some Alfredo salad as well, just because it is low carb for a high amount of volume. I then picked up 2 packs of blueberries. This isn't blueberries. I picked up 2 packs of raspberries. I didn't realise how low in carbs these actually were. I always thought they were a lot. I didn't realise how low they were until I actually tried them the other day, and it's like 4.5 grams of carbs per 100 grams of this, so just 5 grams of carbs for that, so good for cravings. These were on offer, these strawberries, so I ended up buying these, 600 grams for 3 quid. I absolutely love these. I go through maybe one of these every 2 days, maybe every day sometimes. I've got 3 tins of mulligatawny soup. These are low carb, it's basically curry sauce essentially. So if I have any chicken with rice or chicken with vegetables, I tip some of that over it because it just tastes a bit nicer. I've got some brown flakes to get some fibre in. Obviously you do get fibre from your greens, so from your veggies and whatnot and fruits, but that's a different type of fibre as you would get to the brown flakes, so I like to get a bit of both in. I'm on about like 20-30 grams of fibre per day at the moment, so perfect, and that's low carb. 19.3 grams of carbs per 40 gram serving, mixing this with some unsweetened almond milk, which is only like 27 calories, or 13 calories, sorry, per 100 ml, is amazing. I've got some rice cakes, because again, I'll put some like peanut butter on these as well. I think these are like 8 grams of carbs per actual rice cake, absolutely incredible. This is a caramel flavour. They do a salt and vinegar flavour, which I would again mix with the Philadelphia, but they only have these in stock at the moment. So the last two things that I bought are I bought 2 kilos worth of chicken that I'm going to cook up and prep before work, and I bought some turkey rashers or turkey bacon. I like having this with some low calorie 45 calorie bread. This is like 7 grams of carbs per slice. So I'll have 2 slices of these, a slice of cheese on each one of them, and then 2 of them on each one. Each for 2 of these, it works out at 17 grams of protein. When it focuses, it's not. But yeah, every 2 of these, 17 grams of protein, so 34 grams of protein with some of this. It's a low carb, high protein meal, which to be fair is actually what I'm gonna have in a minute, because I'm gonna have my first meal now and then I'm gonna shower. So for my first meal, all I'm gonna do is make some oats, mix some protein powder with it, and then have 2 slices of bread with some Philadelphia spread on it, and I may put some turkey bacon on one of the slices to have a high protein meal, because I've just finished the gym, so I want to get as much in as I can at the moment, but keep carbs low as possible, because at the moment I'm on about 100 to 110 grams of carbs, just because I'm dipping into a very low carb cycle before I build it back up in peak week for my show. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I haven't done a podcast in a few weeks because I've been moving, but we're all moved in. The setup's still not 100%, but I am going to be doing my podcast again. So check it out this Saturday on SoundCloud for my new podcast, whatever that's going to be on, and then Monday it's going to be here on YouTube and in video format. So be sure to check them out when they come out. But that's actually where I'm going to end today's vlog, guys. For the rest of the day, all I'm doing is some online client work, and then I've got work at 3 o'clock, so it'd be pretty boring. But I hope you liked it. Subscribe if anything that you found in this video was helpful or informative towards you guys. Hope you've got some food choices as well. And if you've got any questions, just leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer them. But anyway, I will see you in the next video.